A delivery man accidentally noticed a police uniform hanging in a customer's home, and it made him pause in confusion. The officer receiving the order found this reaction strange and couldn't figure out why. Before he could think it through, there was another knock at the door. When he opened it, he was shocked to see the same delivery man again. The man then began telling the officer an extremely bizarre story. Recently, every Thursday in the early morning, he had been receiving a strange order. Not only were there odd and cryptic notes left with it, but when he delivered the food, the girl who answered the door always wore a cartoon face mask and smiled. Although she picked up the order every time, she never said a single word. What's more, she would occasionally make strange requests. But instead of finding it annoying, the man actually enjoyed it. It felt like a private game between the two of them. So every Thursday, he began to look forward to her order. However, this particular Thursday was different. The girl placed the order earlier than usual, and this time, there was no message at all. The man hurried to her place, but after knocking for a long time, there was no response. He pressed his ear against the door, thinking she might be joking with him. But unlike before, when the girl finally opened the door, the smile in her eyes was gone. Instead, she looked extremely terrified. As she took the food, she suddenly grabbed his hand and squeezed it hard. The man was confused and shocked, but that wasn't the end of it. After leaving, he felt increasingly uneasy. The girl's fearful expression kept replaying in his mind, so he immediately went back. But no matter how hard he knocked this time, there was still no response. A neighbor came out after hearing the noise and told him to stop knocking. According to the neighbor, no one had lived there for a long time. To prove he wasn't lying, the man called the police. However, when the officers arrived and checked the situation, what they discovered sent chills down his spine. It turned out that the homeowner had died in a car accident 6 months ago. Since then, the house had supposedly been empty. The man couldn't accept this at all. To prove himself, he quickly showed the saved delivery records and even the hand the girl had grabbed, but there were no marks on it. The officer was highly skeptical of his story, but after confirming that the man was mentally stable, he contacted his partner privately. They decided to investigate the girl's residence before making a conclusion. First, they needed to confirm whether anyone had lived there after the owner's death. After examining the place, Jack found no signs of forced entry. The house was so clean that not even fingerprints could be found. There was no indication that anyone had been living there recently. Just as he began to suspect the man might be lying, he finally discovered a strand of hair near the bathroom drain, complete with a fresh follicle. Under normal circumstances, water in a long, unused tank should be murky, but the water here was perfectly clear. At the same time, his partner discovered through technical analysis that 7 days after the homeowner's death, someone had been using the computer regularly. Not only that, the usage patterns were almost identical to the homeowner's. The same websites, the same games, even the same online schedule. It was as if the same person was still using it. All signs suggested that after the homeowner's death, someone had continued living in the house, and before leaving, they had thoroughly cleaned it to erase any trace of their presence. This made the situation even more suspicious. Still, the clues were far from enough. While feeling anxious, Lisa opened the curtains for some air and casually looked across the street.